Bentley.
Volkswagen. 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 Good morning, everybody. In the last episode, we picked up the Caddy, the 1.9 TDI pre-facelift, because everybody wants the 1.9 TDI. We picked this up a Copart. Now, we got it for, annoyingly, we actually won the bid for £1,100. So for a 1.9 TDI, with a just over 100,000 miles, that's cheap. But Coparts sting you, so a lot of times. I had to pay VAT and then all the stupid fees. So it comes to £1,600, just £1,100, and now we've got to pay 16. So we're going for £1,600. Now, nonetheless, that's still a cheap 1.9 TDI caddy van with this many miles, with the mods upgrade it's got. Now, it was a Cat N. I did think it was just a wing. From the pictures, it just looked like a wing. Now, the rest of the car, body-wise and paint-wise, is actually really good. But upon further inspection of trying to get the van on the drive, there's a few things bent underneath. Now, I know 100% the drive shaft is bent and the lower control arm is bent, but I don't know to the extent of what else is bent. So in this episode, before I start ordering some things that I might need or might not need, we need to see we need to basically have a look what's actually damaged, what's gone wrong. So what we're going to do is, on this car, I'm not bothered about any bodywork on the front because we're going to facelift swap it. You can do a few things. The newer Caddies, they go straight on. The Tourans, they go straight on. Now, I do actually like the Touran front ends, but I just think they makes the van look older, and for like a business purpose, I don't want something that's more unique and looks old. I want something that just looks cool and new. So we're going to put the new Caddy front end on this. Now, that comes with wing, bonnet, headlights, bumper and a crash bar. So I'm not bothered about the wing, like, this is just going to go in the bin. Look, we might be able to sell these parts and make some money back, which would be cool, but I don't think many people want them. Although what I know from German things is that white body parts go for a lot more money, so we might get a bit for the bonnet. But the main thing is, we want to get the car driving, and right now it does run and drive. The battery's on charge, which is good. We need to start tearing down and start ordering some stuff. Now, annoyingly, because it's a 1.9 TDI, it doesn't share drive shafts with the SDI, and it doesn't share drive shafts with the 1.6. They've got thicker drive shafts on this side, so that's I mean, it's good, but it's annoying because they're harder to find. They only share drive shafts with the 2-litre Touran and an Audi TT 1.8 turbo, 2-litre turbo. So ideally, I just want to get a Caddy 1.9 TDI, but there's not that many break-ins, so it's hard to find the drive shafts. The lower control arms should be the same, but we need to basically get a list together of what we need. So we're going to get in contact with all the breakers around here and hopefully have the car up and running quicker than I thought. So let's start tearing down this side of the front end, and hopefully we don't find any issues. Let's get this beast jacked up. Also, every single person in the comments has been asking me where I've got this jack from. Now, I don't really promote products like this, but this has been absolutely incredible. It's super low entry, it's twin pump, so it proper jacks up the car dead easy. And the main thing is, with the other jack I've got, you're letting go and it just goes bang. This is super slow, and honestly, it's one of the best things I've ever bought. So everyone's been asking. I've never really put links to products, but I got it from a website called Pro Motor Parts. I got this jack and it was like super cheap compared to other like low entry jacks. So yeah, there's a link in the description below if you want to get this jack. Everyone's been asking me if you want the jack. The link's in the description. Okay, so I've actually already removed two 10mm because the door was making a horrendous noise and it's been eating away at the door. So we've removed two 10mm nuts down here, and that's just allowing us to open the door without it, you know, ruining the door. So let's take the wing off first, then we can inspect any actual chassis damage, which I know there's not going to be, but it's just nice to do it. Let's just take the wing off, and then let's pray there's only a few things that have been bent underneath the wheel. 5 bolts here, there's 2 bolts down the side, well there should be 3, but one's stuck on the sill which has been a little bit bent, which we're going to have to just get pulled out. Now, usually just, obviously they've been on there since 2007, so you might just need a little bit of a and then we just need to figure out where the rest are. So we're on the bumper somehow. The bolts under here, or There's two stupid bolts. Ah, they're torqued to the top. That makes sense. But it doesn't, because you can't get them in there. So you have to put that, well, you have to do that. You have to take that bracket off, put that bracket on, and then bolt the bracket onto that. Okay, right, we need to get the bumper off. Struggling to see how we get to this bolt holding the wing gun, so I'm just going to remove. I was a bit worried about them not turning because they look a little bit rusty, but they're actually okay. I think they're just full of dirt. So I think someone's been off-roading in this caddy. I'm hoping that once I remove this one, it just pulls away. Oh! Oh! Get wrecked. Another one down. Oh no, that's the under tray. Oh no, we can get to it there. Wait, what is this? What is this? It's like a Golf. I fucking hated working on the Golf. It's the same as a Golf. You have a screw which ties the bumper to this plastic bracket thing. And then you have screws which tie this plastic bracket thing to the wing. Well, not to the wing, to the metal frame with the crash bar. And then you have a 10mm bolt holding the wing. So we've got to get them off. And to get this bumper off, I'm going to have to take off a couple of under tray bolts. Hopefully not all of them. And hopefully it's the same size. It's not one of those where you've got different size torque screws. Oh, it's the same size torque screw. Go on, Volkswagen. I love Volkswagen Golfs and Caddies. I'm so excited to get the facelift conversion. I feel a bit bad because I said to the guy that he was like, when do you want this? I was like, this weekend. He was like, definitely. I was like, I'm definitely coming Saturday. I'm definitely not coming Saturday. So sorry to Derice on Facebook Marketplace. I can't. I assumed it was a wing. It's not a wing. I won't be able to get the facelift conversion tomorrow, Derice. Sorry about that, mate. I managed to get enough by doing the 2 bolts on the top. And then there's 3 little screws holding this little bracket on. I'm telling you guys, I'm also telling myself, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to forget where everything goes. I'm going to go, where the fucking hell does this go? When I get my new facelift conversion. Now, we should get this nice little 10mm. It was 2 10mm. Sorry guys. Get these off, and then the wing is off. I don't know why. Well, yes, the wing does fully need to come off, but the main thing is, I don't know why I'm taking. Well, no, I've committed to getting the wing off. When realistically, I need to be seeing what damage is done to the suspension. Because if I take this wing off, well, I can't really drive it until I've got the full facelift conversion, because I can't drive it without a wing, and I can't. And there's no point in me buying this Caddy wing, because then, obviously it's a waste of money because I'm putting the facelift on. So I need to get the facelift conversion. Oh shit, I've not thought about this. But to get the facelift conversion, I've got to have a driving Caddy. So I might need to put the wing back on. But I can't drive it like this, can I? Can I?
No.
Should be right. Shit, I've not thought about this. Maybe I just... The disco! Oh, I don't know about that. The bonnets are quite small though. I don't know, fuck it. That's the problem when it comes to it, isn't it? I ideally need... Has anyone got a Caddy I can borrow? If anyone wants to see a wingless Caddy, there's now. So I can go in the bin, or we'll keep it just in case for some reason we do need to drive it, and then we just cable tie it back on. I'm joking. Wait, hang on. I can actually fix this. I can actually fix it. No, seriously. Actually fix this. I can honestly. Wait. What? Confused, because obviously all the Hydro products, they make everything else look perfect. So why is it not working with this? I'm not sure about that one. But obviously you've seen Hydro, the new cleaning product that's taken over the Instagram market and taken over the world. They're actually giving everyone on this video a 30% discount on everything on the entire store. Just use code LEE30 and you'll get 30% off everything, and you'll actually get free shipping over £30 as well. This is the biggest discount I've ever seen Hydro give away. Obviously I've been working with Hydro for a few months now. I've never seen them give this big of a discount, so go give it a go. I know you've seen Hydro all over the place. Go and use that discount code and go give them a go for yourself and see why they're taking over the Instagram marketplace, why they're taking over the world. Back to the Caddy. Now here comes the fun part. Here comes the fun part. I'm pretty much a professional right now, coming to seeing things that are bent. Because not only have I bought a lot of cars that are already bent, there's actually been a couple of times where I've bent things myself on cars and gone, whew, that looks bent. But you've got to be careful because sometimes things look bent and they're not bent. That was a bit of stuff. Okay, so the two things you really want to look for, things that are obviously bent and obviously got damage on, and that just comes with experience, or you can see where, usually you can see where things have been hit. And you've also got other things which may look bent but actually aren't, and that's just the design. So I'll give you two examples. You've got the track rod here, right? Now that looks like it's bent. Now looking at that, that could either be bent or that could just be the design of the track rod. So the one thing would be to go and measure that, compare that to the other side, and that also has that bend. So the track rod and the tie rod to me look absolutely fine, which is great news. Now you can see two things on here which are extremely obvious. One, you can see the bend in this lower arm, and usually you can see it where the paint's flecked off, because the paint wouldn't withstand, you know, a crack like that. So you can see the paint here, and then the paint's all flecked off here, and it started rusting. So that big crack, not sure I can get the right angle, you can see the bend in that lower control arm there, and that's what's took the biggest hit, the lower control arm. And also, if you see the drive shaft here, you see the metal bit there, see this metal bit? Now that's obviously been rubbing against something, and if you see, look at the other side, you can see it's actually cracked. It's actually put a big hit in it. I'm not sure what's hit that, but that's took a massive stress point there, and it's basically just, you know, bananaed in the middle. So what's happening is, if you look at the drive shaft, it's coming down, and it's not coming straight into the hub. The arm's been pushed back, it's pulled the drive shaft, and it's cracked it right in the middle. Now what's happened there is, instead of the drive shaft being straight and it's just, you know, turning, it's now got bend in it like a banana like this. So what's happening is, when it's turning, it's going round, free, and then it's hitting against the subframe, and then it's going resistance, and it's free, and it's spinning like this. So every time it comes over here, it's been hitting the subframe, and as you can see there, that's where it's been hitting the subframe. So the subframe's fine. It's obviously just took a little bit of a knot. Luckily it's aluminium, as you can see, so we won't really need to do anything with that. It's not going to rust or anything. It's just been scratching against the subframe. So in my opinion, all we need is a drive shaft. As you can see, that's ruined. A drive shaft and a lower control arm. It looks to me like the hub is fine, and it looks to me like the strut's fine as well, just comparing it to the other side. So I think we've got away with that. It could, usually when something bends, the strut goes with it, and usually the trap rod, you know, at least, but it looks here that it's fine. The only way you're going to fully tell is by changing what you think needs changing, and then just seeing if the wheel's straight. If the wheel's straight, back to the other side, that's perfect. And then even better, if you want to go and get it aligned and it aligned straight, everything's fine. So after dealing with a lot of crash cars and stuff, people actually think that that looks bad, or like that's not good, it's bad. That's really good, because when you take an impact, somewhere's got to break, somewhere's got to take that stress. And the cars are designed like this for the arms to take that pressure and just bend, because the worst thing you want is a strong arm which withstands that impact, and then it's just going to push it to somewhere else. The subframe, the chassis leg. So these things are designed to break and designed to bend like that to take all the impact. And this is great, because that's what the lower control arm has done, or what it looks like in this case. So we know what we need to buy. Luckily, it is just those two things. I'm going to start with those two things and go from there. I don't think I need to buy anything else. There's two things you can do from here. You can either do the nice route or the good route, which is just buy new parts. I'm a cheap bastard. I'm not going to do that unless I have to. So I'm going to actually keep looking out for some parts on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just going to type in Caddy break-in, and every single Caddy within like a 50-mile radius, I'm just going to message you and say, this is what you need, have you got it? Now the one bit of, say, structural damage is obviously the sill here. It's just crumpled the sill a little bit, and that'll be from where it's took the impact and it's just slammed the wheel back into the sill here. There's no damage anywhere else, which is awesome. The sills are actually in such good nick as well. I can't believe how good condition this Caddy is in, to be honest. Like, look at it underneath, like all the sills just perfect. It barely even looks like it's been jacked up, to be honest. Now, one thing I'm not amazing at bodywork and stuff, but I'm pretty sure what you can do is you can actually just get this pulled out. I spoke to Cady earlier. He said what they'll do is they'll tack weld something to here and then just pull it out either on a jig, or you even just tie it around a fucking lamppost if you want. But yeah, ratchet strap it out, because this metal is going to want to come back to where it was. So it will never be perfect, or we'll be able to get it perfect with some like filler and stuff. But we can pull it out straight, and then if we want to fill and paint it, we can do that. Now the battery is on charge too. It's been on charge for a couple of hours and it's barely moved. Oh, actually no, it was on 12.3 volts, so it's slowly going up. It was as flat as a pancake. I pray I don't have to buy a new battery. I hate buying batteries. I've just bought a bloody battery for the bloody borer. I'm going to leave this overnight and pray, absolutely pray that it charges. It seems like it is charging. Come on, Exceed. Come on, Exceed. Just fill this bit. Okay, so where the wheel has gone back, I just push this bit back with a hammer just because it's eating into the wheel and I don't want to ruin a tyre when I don't have to. So I've knocked this bit back, and in the process of knocking this back, I've seen just bits of surface rust where obviously the wheels knocked the paint off, and it's just started surface rusting. So I'm cleaning it up. I'm just going to put a coat of under seal on just here, so it stops rusting. When we pull it out, we can clean it up again and then under seal it, and then put some white over the top if you can see it. But it's literally just on the where it's just crumpled. It's just starting to rust a little bit, and we don't want that to go through, so we're just going to clean it up. Just paint it in black. Obviously looks absolutely terrible. Yeah. Some
people have been doing inappropriate things on it.
I'm very aware.
But they're only little ones.
They're only little ones. We don't.
12 inches.
We don't worry about the little ones. We only care about the 12 inches.
12 inches. Someone do like a 6 branch.
That was, I think. Well, yeah. It's cool people. What are you going to draw on it?
My 6 inches.
Your 6 incher. God, you're dreaming, mate.
I'll draw. I don't even know.
You don't even know?
Let's draw my name in like graffiti signs or something.
Just wing it, bro. Wing it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll draw my nan. You should know what she looks like.
Oh, I know what she looks like.
She's gone.
She's gone, yeah. Some 9-year-olds talking about penises, which is great. So let's go those two parts and let's find a way to get the facelift version. So for now, it's going to be the end of this video here. I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not going to take any more things off because I might need to just move it on the drive and stuff and just get it out of the way. For now, I know it's been a short video, but I love you all and we'll see you in the next video when we get in, well, whatever comes first, the facelift or the fixing it and driving it. So for now, we love you all, or I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.